Why, good afternoon, and welcome to an afternoon stream. Because Pokemon Presents Day, everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I am Jeraffemy. I, of course, am joined by Felflowne, aka Claire, sponsored by Sandwich. Cheeky
the
sandwich.
Earl of.
There we go. So, hello Demiogo, hello Mothfox, welcome to both of you. So, just to say from the outset, folks, we're sort of coming in hot here, so if anything is a bit weird audio-wise, do let me know, and I will do that on the fly. I've got a screen ready, as it were, for Pokemon Presents. I don't know if it's the actual screen, because weird things are happening on the Pokemon page, as it were, so I've got a page. We'll see how well it loads. It looks a bit weird, but it says premiering in 60 seconds, apparently. So we shall see how this goes.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome, welcome, Harriet. Lovely to see you too. I'm trying to figure out where the...
Is this going to be one of these things where I can't hear it, Jeremy?
You know what? Thank you very much, Harriet. Can
you hear me, Jeremy?
I can hear you fine. You should be able to hear the video. You may not hear stream-related stuff. I'm also trying to figure out why the chat isn't showing on screen, so that's another thing I've got to figure out.
But can we do it in 60 seconds?
No, oh, there you go, actually it is showing. Hello, Al wants to play games, and hello, Sean, as well. Welcome, welcome to all of you. Harriet, thank you so much for the sub as well. Thank you. I was not prepared for so much to be happening. Freya, welcome as well. Oh my lord, Pokemon Day!
Oh my god, we've got so many people. Everyone just falls asleep.
Freya's saying full Gen 1 reboot, let's go.
Let's fucking go!
Alright, so as soon as this Pokemon thing begins, I will stop the background music. So hoping for Let's Go Johto, though unlikely, says Zemia Girl. I think that'd be really cool as well. I've not played the first Let's Go games, but given it is apparently the year of Eevee over the next year, so what's
I swear to God, if they do like an HD remaster of Let's Go Eevee, that would be great, but also, boo, new stuff, want new stuff.
Oh, thank you so much for the bit, Sean, thank you. I'll try and do the face, hang on.
Oh, Sean's here, yeah. Quick, smash, quick, smash.
There we go.
Oh God, this is confusing because I normally have the stream open as well, but I've only got one screen currently.
Yeah,
I'm working.
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault at all, right? Is it?
It's not started yet. I will let you know when it has started. The page should just.
I've also got it running on my phone in case I can't hear.
Oh, here we go. We have a minute. God, that's loud in my ears. Flipping heck. Right, okay. Thank you, Pokemon San, for deafening me. Let me know if that's really loud for you folks as well, because it's unconscionably, that's not a word, it's unquestionably loud.
Yes, it is. No, it is absolutely a word. Absolutely a word.
Okay, there you go.
Jeremy, I'm about 10 seconds behind you already. No, I've just refreshed and I'm only 3 seconds behind.
Well, okay, what I'll do then, if you stay where you are...
No, I'm fine. Okay.
I'm fine. Cool. We shall leave it where we are.
I'm not faffing, not with a live one.
There we go. Yeah, so get ready, folks. 20 seconds, Pokemon Day. The sound effects, I think, are being drowned out by the background music. So
here we go.
Here we go, folks. Pokemon Presents. Let's see what Pokemon San has in store for us this fine year.
Oh, I can hear the video. Fantastic. Was this what was playing earlier?
This was the background sound effect of Pikachu walking on a holding screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Channel's a good shout, actually.
Pikachu don't.
That was a cool intro.
Nothing like that
everyone.
Fixes anything.
I'm Ishihara from
It was
the Pokemon
cool, but also
Company.
unrealistic. Hello,
Today,
Ishihara.
February 27 is Pokemon Day.
Are there any clues in the background?
This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games
Scarlet and Violet
were first
things.
released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon.
Oh my god. Hearing that as a stat.
It's been 84 years.
Through the support of all you trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways.
If you remember it
We
coming
hope
out,
to keep bringing
please,
you new experiences
schedule a
to brighten
colonoscopy.
your day-to-day lives with Pokemon.
Is he a Pokemon, says Sean?
In today's broadcast, we'll be sharing all the latest news about Pokemon, including our newest titles.
Titles
Please
plural.
enjoy the presentation.
It's
Phil?
the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge. Taking place at the Pokemon Resort on a tropical island, the story follows
still mean to
Haru,
watch this,
who's
actually. I've
still
not seen
finding
it.
her feet as a new concierge.
Yeah,
and
so do
Psyduck
I.
as they
Keith
grow
says it's
together through
adorable.
their interactions with the resort's Pokemon guests.
I know that there are
Its
full
charm
episodes
lies in
on
warm
the
visuals that
Pokemon
can be
YouTube channel as well,
only
actually.
through stop-motion animation. And new episodes
Oh.
of Pokemon Concierge are in production.
There
they
you
are
go.
slated for release in September 2025.
Yay.
What sort of Pokemon will Haru and Psyduck welcome as guests next? Take a first look at a few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion
Oh, I
test
love
footage.
seeing this kind of stuff.
Just look at the personality and how they move.
Arcanine!
The actors.
For a limited time, the first
Love
4
it!
episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's
Like it's a
official
real show
YouTube
with their
channel
animal
for free.
actors.
Please take this chance to watch them if you haven't been able to tune in to
My
Pokemon Concierge
Pez!
yet. And we
I'm
hope
so
you
tempted
look
to say we
forward
should do
to
a
the new
watch along of these
as
episodes if
well.
they're free for like another week.
Yeah. If
Hello,
we're allowed.
everyone.
Hello, Pikachu.
I'm
It's the Silver
from the
Fox!
Pokemon Company. Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
In
It's like
Pokemon
YouTube
Go,
levels.
Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March
That's a
1st
phrase.
and March 2nd. This event can be enjoyed at no cost from anywhere in the world
Pokemon
where
Go
Pokemon
Tour
Go is
Unova
available.
Global.
During the event, the legendary Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid battles and elsewhere. Also, trainers
They will
soon have
end
a chance to
racism.
encounter Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy.
Oh
We
my
hope you're
God.
looking forward to the new
Oh.
season 2.
I only have one phone. Do you need 6?
That was the Team Aqua and what's it?
Galactic? No, I don't know. I've seen that symbol recently, for sure.
Master Sync Pair. What just happened?
Oh, is this Pacific Rim?
Ah, there you go. Masters EX.
Are you and your Pokemon drift compatible?
I like that. A 5.5-year celebration event.
Fair. It's on the line of things I want to eat, but not quite.
This year in your Pokemon Cafe Remix update,
Some soggy pastry.
Through Coco in its sweets outfit.
Brigatitos! You're not getting me.
Ooh. That's a Darkrai. Umbreon.
Oh, dark theme. What do you reckon? Cards? Oh, Moonlight.
Oh, hang on,
Sleepy
it's
time.
sleep, isn't it?
It's the Pokemon Sleep.
Someone
yeah,
was
it's
in their
gotta be.
bed. Banish the nightmare!
That was Munna as well, who's like a makes you sleep.
Cresselia the Darkrai Pokemon Sleep. That is a sentence.
Yeah, Freya said the same thing as me, which is apple pie getting soggy. Oh, it's Suicune! Who the fuck said? Psst, psst, psst. Oh my god, it's got a cool outfit! Sold. I don't know what's going on.
I think they did actually say the name of the game at the start of this, and I've totally blanked on what it is
Did
now. I think
they?
it's Unite, is it?
Oh yeah, sorry, Unite. Oh, Suicune's got a cool little
Remote
outfit.
Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense battles in
Is
the
it like a MOBA?
unforgettable Remote Stadium.
Kind of, yeah.
A new type of battle is also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain number of points. Plus, look forward to an updated
example,
map
I can
with
appear in black and
updated
white.
wild Pokemon. The win
Eos
condition
tech.
is simple. Be the first to score 500 points.
Ooh, I wonder if there's any like Pokemon Day icon things on the Switch.
That's what I'm wondering as well. TCG Pocket! TCG Pocket!
Easy lad. It just cuts to a scene of them all being executed for being witches. Look at all that ionizing radiation. On my way to give you an cancer.
Tyranitar. A Bomber Snow.
Rotom.
I suddenly thought I better not name all of them in case they show 50 cards on screen. Oh, Arceus EX is a thing now! Or Arceus, however you want to pronounce it. Triumphant Light.
It is Arceus, but I always say Arceus because it's
so
easier
the next expansion is tomorrow in TCG Pocket. Triumphant Light.
Ranked matches coming end of March. The microplastics from all the packs opening, yeah, Freya.
Is this IRL TCG or the
It could be.
the video TCG? EX.
Oh, EX.
A Mega Lucario
I love
EX.
I love Mega Lucario. He's such a cool design.
That does look badass.
There is something inherently hilarious about all this epic music, and I'm like, it's a playing card.
Mega Evolution is coming in 2025 to the Pokemon trading card
Mega
game.
Evolution.
I did like the fact that they had to put a disclaimer that those card designs were still like not final.
Well, you know what that's like, don't you?
I know.
In the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, we're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Rotom.
You said it.
Rotom.
I'm gonna get that.
Along with a mass outbreak
Ooh,
event
new
and other
shines.
in-game events to come.
Maybe this will be the time I get my shiny
A mighty
Charcadet.
Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid
Is
battle
that how you
events.
say that?
Apparently, Quackable.
And even more Pokemon are planned to appear in the future.
Oh, I'm all about those mightiest
We
mark
hope you
guys.
continue to enjoy the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games.
I guess I know what we're doing on stream tomorrow, then, Felf.
Next,
Oh
please have a
God.
look at this video.
I have to remind myself how to play.
Okay. It's a Game Boy! Oh shit! It's a link cable!
Christ. No, that's gonna short it out!
Pokemon Stadium. The comparison between those two sets of games
God, if
just
that's
then.
Imagine Dragons, they have just like co-opted the game music market.
Game Boy Advance as well just then. There's the Wii. 3DS.
Yes.
Jenga! Oh,
It's the Switch, right?
that was the Switch, I think, yeah. Very subtly.
Oh.
Mobley.
That's a phone.
My phone did that, I'd be very worried.
I mean, it does, you just can't see it.
Oh! Effects added, not actual gameplay footage.
There you go, exactly. Also, God is crying, apparently. That guy's dead.
Is this a new Pokemon Stadium?
Oh, Mega Evolution. And Terastallizing. Both of them.
Pokemon Champions! Now in
So in
development.
answer, we don't know.
Now in development for Switch, iOS, and Android. So I thought that's where this was going to go based on what they were showing, all like the connectivity and stuff. So that's really cool. They're making a cross-platform thing.
The world's first
Here you go, he's
glimpse
gonna
of a new
explain.
title, Pokemon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games. Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
Enjoyment factor up.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon Champions will be coming not only
Pokemon
to the
Works?
Nintendo Switch
Yeah,
family
I
of
sure
systems,
hope it
but to
does.
mobile devices too. You'll be able to choose how you want to play based on where you are.
It's
What's
an
more,
online
you can
PvP
also connect with
connectivity.
Pokemon Home. Thanks to
I mean,
this
you always
connectivity,
could.
you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions.
That's cool.
You'll be able to team up with Pokemon who joined you on your
So
adventures
it is
in previous
kind of like
Pokemon
Pokemon
games.
Stadium?
We hope you're looking forward to
So,
battling
the next
Pokemon
evolution of
trainers
it, if you
from all
will.
corners of the world.
No.
Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions.
The future.
Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in.
Oh.
Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please take it away.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon en la hermosa Ciudad de México. Soy Tomás Cortijo, director regional para Latinoamérica de The Pokémon Company International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento.
Very
De igual
cool.
forma,
agreed.
además de los 9 idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras
Leyendas.
pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse en español latinoamericano. Esto significa que de aquí en adelante habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente,
That seems
como ya
really
anunciamos con
low.
anterioridad,
I would
las
agree,
futuras
but I can imagine with the
expansiones
amount
del
in
famoso
there.
juego de cartas coleccionables
I mean,
de
when you think
Pokémon
about how many of those are
estarán
just
también
European
disponibles
languages.
en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas
You haven't even
Pokémon
touched
ZA
any of the
al
South
español
Asian languages that
latinoamericano
aren't Southeast
permitirá
Asian,
que
like
millones
Chinese
de
or
nuevos
Japanese.
fans
I think
se
they do
unan a la
Chinese,
comunidad
I
global de
think.
Pokémon
No,
y se
Chinese they
conecten
probably
con
do. I'm
otros
just saying,
jugadores
not
de
counting
formas
Chinese and
nunca antes
Japanese.
vistas.
Oh, I misheard. Sorry.
That's
Okay.
That's
Parte de
Southeast
Pokémon
Asia. I'm
Gotcha.
talking South Asia. Like,
Este es un
yeah,
claro
that's like 50
ejemplo de nuestra
languages.
misión de unir al mundo
But
a
Latin
través de
American
Pokémon.
market though is
Saber
huge,
que
and the fact they're
los
going to
fans
really
Yeah,
try
no,
and tap
it's
into
good.
that.
It's good.
Jugar
I like
Excellent.
Pokémon
that.
en su idioma
More
local
languages
nos
always good.
permite explorar nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica.
And also as well, speaking as someone who's
Este es un
never
momento
had the opportunity, well, I say the
increíble para ser
opportunity,
fan de
for want better phrasing,
Sin
who's never
importar en qué
tried
parte
to
del
learn
mundo te
Spanish,
encuentres,
be
por lo
it
que
through
no puedo
opportunity
esperar
or just
para
not,
unirme a todos ustedes
I'm not
en
aware
sus
how
próximas aventuras.
different Latin
Nos
American
vemos pronto.
Spanish is compared to, for want of a better word, Spanish. But I know,
European Spanish.
thank you, but I know
Mainland
that there is an,
European.
but I know there's enough of a difference, and now a Legends ZA update. Here we freaking
There's
go.
also several Spanish versions, like Catalan, in Europe.
Very good point. I want that jacket.
There you go. You can have it.
Thank you.
So that's the player character. So this looks very much like Scarlet Violet so far, just in its aesthetics.
Pokemon confirmed.
Oh, I love that one. Is it Furfrou?
Oh!
Hey guys.
that picture will become a meme very quickly. Oh, this looks.
I don't like the hat, I'll be honest. The hat's not doing it. Oh, that's cool.
This
I
already.
suppose
Is
they're
just,
doing that because they don't give me a cool bike in this one.
this already is just
Oh,
looking
the
so
rotor,
cool.
you can do it with the rotation phone. Oh. Oh, we can move? We're moving? We can move?
That's what they're implying from that, I suppose.
We've never moved!
Go on, Lucario, what are you doing?
It looks very pretty.
This looks really nice.
What kind of fucking floette was that? That's not a colour I've seen before.
Legends. Ah!
Oh, as Azathiaprine floette.
Pokemon Legends ZA
Here we
is
go.
a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region.
Lumiosity.
Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment.
Oh, I like that,
plan
like
to turn it into a
projecting.
city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumiose City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner. Chikorita,
Interesting.
Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know Lumiose City and its inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumios's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO, Jet, and her secretary, Vinny.
I want Vinny's
Right,
style.
oh my god, he really is tall!
Time in Lumios all the richer.
I thought he was standing on a box.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumios, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
Created as a game fishing reserve.
To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball.
I love how that displayed. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was good.
Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch.
Yeah, quite like the heads-up display.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and
Oh, it looks so cool!
I mean, it does look cool, but I'm not good at moving.
Lead your
Give me
partner
more than one thing to
Pokemon
focus
through
on, and
battles
I'm gonna
dodge
struggle.
incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to, and find the right moment
Yeah,
to
as
unleash a
Demure Girl
move.
said, you can move in Arceus,
Yeah.
but I think they've changed
Certain
something.
Pokemon can go beyond evolution by
Oh, there's your
undergoing
boy.
Mega
Go
Evolution.
beyond evolution, just that as a
When a
phrase.
trainer's keystone
Amphier.
resonates with
I love
the
that
Mega
Kangaskhan's
Stone held by the
Mega
Pokemon,
Evolution is the baby
Pokemon
come
will
out
do
of
more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power.
Oh,
turning the tide
Absol,
of
you are
battle
just
in its favor.
slaying.
As Lumios continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA. Coming late
jelly.
2025.
I did. Late 2025 then.
A fromage fray.
Oh,
Rotototo.
not actual gameplay. I'm sure to someone out there that meant something very incredible just then.
Pokemon Legends ZA
Yeah.
is scheduled to release in late 2025.
So probably Q4 then.
We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in
But what if
Lumiose
I
City to
can't,
begin.
Silver Fox fan?
When did
That
the previous
concludes our
Legends game come
announcements
out?
for today.
Oh, ages ago.
Thank you very much for watching.
Before Scarlet and Violet, so it's more than 3 years ago.
I think you like its release window. I should have been more specific on that. We could look at that, but... Exactly, just in time for Christmas. Al says, future Paris is nice.
Paris de la Couture.
I believe
And there we go, it's done.
that's it. There we go.
Short and sweet.
I mean, I think the one last year was only like 12 minutes or so, so I'll keep it.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
I think that is it. So I will hit the pause button then. So there we go. We've got details on Legends ZA, as I will still call it jokingly, for at least another week or so.
Legends.
So I'll just have that running in the background again. That trailer. That was a very good Pokemon Presents, to say the least. We got some really fun stuff, and the details on the new game. Really liking how that is shaping up.
Yeah, it looks like I was chatting to Demure Girl earlier, actually, and she said it looks like it is just takes place entirely within Lumiose. It doesn't look like, because they've integrated the wild zones into the city itself, so you don't have to leave to, because normally like in Sword and Shield, you would be like, in the city you're safe. And I mean, the same in Scarlet and Violet, the cities are not places for catching Pokemon, they're places for going there and seeing people and stuff. Yeah.
Also,
But,
I seem to recall, this is just me really trying to remember now, for last year with that initial trailer, when they kind of zoomed out and showed a map, they kind of had like different regions almost, or segmented areas. So there'll probably be maybe like different like biomes, like in the Scarlet and Violet DLC expansion.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a way that they'll
I
delineate lots of things.
I didn't play Arceus, so I don't know if they have like gym leaders in the same way. I guess they probably don't have them exactly the same, because Pokemon are kind of a new thing in Legends Arceus, and everyone's like, that thing is gonna kill us. I can't get over how lanky he is. This makes me... Dog! I missed him the first time. Did I look around?
I saw the doggo, but I don't actually know what the doggo is, admittedly.
Oh, I know that Zygarde. Zygarde's weird, right? I don't know much about it. I just know that there's like a million different versions of it.
So that's the Z then, as it were.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Matty, they said it'll be coming to the Nintendo... What was the phrase they used? The Nintendo Switch family of systems, plural. So they did say that at the end, yeah. I kept an eye out for phrasing like that. I mean, what I will say is, given that we have seen gameplay and not just like a cutscene from this game, it wouldn't surprise me if they end up doing 2 versions, or if they just have it be a Switch 1 game that gets like a bump in performance on the Switch 2. Maybe.
You mean like Final Fantasy Rebirth did?
I guess so, yeah. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. I'm sure there's another game that's had that before.
Yeah, Rebirth.
Oh no, I mean like another sort of Pokemon game. I'm sure something's happened like that. I can't remember what one it is off the top of my head.
God, that guy looks like his life is hard.
Eternal Flower Floette. There we go.
Oh, apparently it's like an unusual version because it's his. Like that character is a unique one. Breath of the Wild, says Freya.
Quite possibly, actually. Now you mentioned it, yeah.
Oh, Jameer Girl says Az is 3,000 years old, so that's probably why he looks like his life is hard.
So, Zygarde... so this actually poses some other questions now, because the game is Legends ZA.
Yeah.
And we've got a character called Az, AZ. We've got the Z, which will probably be Zygarde. The A, I don't know what other legend it could be with A. I'm sure there's obviously the Arceus.
It's not Z and A, is it? It's like ZA.
Oh yeah, but sort of logic would dictate that the Z and A might represent particular Pokemon. I say logic.
Maybe I don't know. Or ZA might be like showing it going backwards. You know, like from Z to A. I don't know. No, I did not play X and Y. Sorry, I don't know anything about it.
No, I've never done either. What have I played? I played Gen 1. I must have played Gen 2, though I've never actually owned a copy of Gold and Silver, admittedly. I want to say I had whatever the next one was. I had like not the base one, like the third one in the set. And then haven't played Gen 4, haven't played 5, and then basically I played a little bit of Sword and Shield, and then I think I might have played a little bit of Platinum. There's a very big like gap in what I've played when it comes to sort of a bunch of Pokemon games, but I've always like paid attention, just never necessarily played them. But I'm sorry, I'm just looking up the Zygarde and just being like, what the hell?
It's like, what the fuck?
but that's really, I'm genuinely very excited. If anything, this actually makes me want to play Legends Arceus even more now, just to be a pain in the butt for me.
I should get back to it. I own that game, so I should.
Oh, do you? I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, I tried it and then I didn't really get on with it. I think as well I was like going through that horrible period where I lost my job, and I was very much like, this is a great game, there's a lot going on, and I will just hyper focus on this even more, and like anyway, long story short, I didn't allow myself to be drawn in by it because I knew I would be, and then I just basically used all of that for Pokemon Scarlet instead.
But I imagine a thing that a lot of people are going to be saying will probably be, if it's not about the gameplay specifically, I imagine a lot of people are probably going to call out the fact there was no release date for it. And I know even that they highlighted in this video, like, just, you know, it's coming late, just wait a bit longer and such, but...
Is it late? Because, I mean, did they give us a date before?
They said late 2025, but I can imagine a lot of people are like, I want to know when, but...
It's weird that they didn't say.
So potential thought here to add some fuel to the fire on the Switch discussion.
Cool.
What if hypothetically the Switch is say like a Q4 release? What if this game was a launch title for the Switch 2? Or the Switch 2 time frame, I should say. Hey, Yomiko, welcome. Nothing to apologise for. Lovely to have you here.
Maybe the A in ZA is for Aura.
Zygarde Aura.
Well, it's the reason I mention it is because it's from like XY, right? And X is like Xerneas and Y is Yveltal or whatever it's called. But those two together with Zygarde, so XYZ, make up a trio called the Aura Trio, which is like with an A. So I don't know if that's a thing. Just a thought. Who knows? Oh, apologies. I was just good. I'm happy for Zygarde getting their game after so long, says Yomiko. Yeah. I mean, weirdly enough, that little kind of cell that you see there, like the little blob, is not on Zygarde's like Pokemon Wikipedia page at all. It's just like, nah.
So a quick summary on Video Games Chronicle of some of the things highlighted. Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile will serve as the starter Pokemon in the game.
Now, am I right in thinking those are from 3 different games?
I want to say they're all the same generation.
I'm not sure. Like, two says Demure Girl.
Okay.
So, because I think 2 of them are in the same generation, but Chikorita I think is earlier. Because I think Chikorita might be the second ever.
Chikorita's either Gen 2 or 3. This is showing Gen 2. There you go. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So is it Chikorita is Gen 2 and the other 2 are Gen 3? Is that how it is?
That's pretty hard.
Tepig's from 5. Oh, apparently.
Well, either way, Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile will serve as the starter Pokemon. The game will feature... I wonder
why they didn't do 3 different gens. It just seems rather arbitrary, doesn't it?
Maybe they're just really popular starters.
Maybe they are.
Actually,
I don't
that's
know.
another thing to look up. What were the starters in Legends Arceus, the options?
Oh, Rowlet was one. Oh, fuck, yeah. They were... I think they were
Cyndaquil, Rowlet, and Oshawott.
Now, I don't know if those are from different generations. I feel like Rowlet's 8? 9? I'm not good at this.
Yeah, it's not something I'm very au fait with either, obviously. But yeah, so they're the starters. The game will feature the same catching mechanics as Pokemon Legends Arceus. AZ and Floette from Pokemon X and Y will return as an NPC. Okay, so AZ and Floette are actually returning characters then. So
I think his name is Az, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll call him Az for the sake of discussion then, because it will keep it easy then.
No, I think that is his name.
Good, excellent. I'll take that.
Okay.
Players will be able to catch Pokemon in wild zones throughout the city. Pokemon will not appear in every area in the game. New battle mechanics will also be introduced. We will see both the Pokemon and the player characters move around the game world.
So it's almost like, instead of having an open world with cities dotted into it, they've got a city with open world bits dotted into it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like the idea of that personally. And again, I will probably
actually... It's a different thing to try.
Yeah, I am going to probably pick up a copy of Legends Arceus because I want to get a feel for how that handled before diving into this. Because I think that may serve well in some ways. And also I'm just interested in playing.
It might, but at the same time, I feel like it was a very different feeling game, like Arceus, which is... I mean, I can't even use the thing of, oh, it didn't feel like a normal Pokemon game, because at that point I had never played a Pokemon game, whereas you have, so I'd be interested. And you actually played the one I played before you're going to play, possibly, Arceus. I don't know.
Then the game will be released for Nintendo Switch in late 2025, and it will see...
You're jumping across a big gap there. Did you see that?
Oh, let me double back. Sorry, I was reading the thing. Let me double back a second.
So yeah, like I noticed it the first time, but you know, in Scarlet and Violet, you can use your phone to like stop yourself from dying when you fall from somewhere high. It just does it automatically. Whereas like that's a traversal method as opposed to a don't die method. So I guess that's kind of how it gets around.
Very good point.
It's a way to get around like the fact that I assume they probably aren't going to give you any transport. So, and it uses Mega Evolution. Okay.
Players will return to the Kalos region and Lumiose City. Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech redevelopment plan, it was noted.
Oh my god, it's gonna be someone's making a super weapon. That's what's gonna happen.
What will be the super weapon is the question.
Zygarde, like 10% or whatever it is baby. It is the Greyhound Pokemon. I will accept no arguments. My Zygarde is like, oh my god, I'm gonna Photoshop Catcher into a Zygarde. That's gonna happen.
Of course, other things announced. We've got the Pokemon Champions cross-platform game announced between Nintendo, I'll just call it Nintendo, far easier, and iOS and Android. There were more episodes of Pokemon Concierge coming as well, which is cool to see.
Yeah.
And I know as well that they only recently released the second season if you will, of a Pokemon Horizon. So I was surprised they didn't touch on that, because they did touch on that last time in the UK version of this, because this was also the UK version, I should add, because there was like a US centric one.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, the image that I didn't realize that the image I used for the image I sent you was actually the US one.
Oh,
so if you look very closely at the date, you'll see that there's some frantic editing that's been done to move the date around. Does he have a tail? Because if he does, I love that. It's probably a ponytail, but in that flipping shot, it honestly looked like he had like a wolf tail, which I'm like, I stan it.
But Matty,
Matty's confirming that you can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, so we might see if we can do a watch along before this conks out, but it might be one where the VOD stays on Twitch, as it were, because I'm sure.
Yeah, of course. See you later.
So according to Yomiko, Pokemon Go has an exclusive Pikachu in a costume.
The costume of another Pikachu that it's skinned.
Catch you later, Matty.
I was going to say
But let me go back through the chat, because I appreciate I've just been like breezing through other things. Let's see what else has been said in here. So apologies.
I wouldn't worry too much about spoilers, because I mean, Pokemon is a weird thing in the fact that like spoilers don't tend to really turn up much because people don't really talk much about the stories of Pokemon games. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So the variable NPC, do they move to have the opposite like gender to you, right? So if you're a dude, they're a lady. That's what I
thought as well. Let's find that moment in the trailer actually, because there was a moment.
Actually, we should be able to see because they're playing against them there.
Where did they introduce?
Oh, they were earlier.
Friend? Let's have a look. Right, here we are. So
I don't know.
It should flash.
Oh, that's it. Where it looked like he had a tail.
There we go. Which character you meet will depend on the appearance you choose for yourself in the game.
Yeah, exactly. So if we go later on, it'll show us which one goes with which, because it'll show us battling them or whatever.
And going back to the Legends Arceus discussion, Freya was saying that that game was set in the past, so a lot of mechanics will probably be different from this one, which is more futuristic, leading to what you were saying as well.
Yeah, it was like right in the past, like from the beginning of what is in his hair. Oh, so is that the female character? Yeah, so it's the female characters with the male NPC, and the male NPC is with the female character. Yeah, Arceus is great because it's like they're learning how to make Pokeballs, and you have to like make your own Pokeballs out of like nuts that you find.
Also, can we just say, I appreciate the Chikorita side-eye in that freeze frame I've just done there.
That's quite funny. Tepig's is kind of more epic though.
It is, to be fair.
And then Totodil's just like, I got feet. Great. It's like, I look at my stumpy feet.
I'm almost I'm sort of wanting to like watch the trailer again to see if there's anything else we can notice, but like any random little details. But I'm sure there'll be lots of deep dives.
I'm less likely
coming.
to spot these. Like, I mean, there's gonna have to be varying biomes just because of like the way that Sand Isle works. It will need sand, you know, and that kind of stuff. So. Is that taxi? I think that might be a taxi. So maybe that's the way that you move around.
So this is a good thing to pause on. We've sort of got like a little look at the HUD here, if you will, and sort of how things look.
Yeah.
I like how very clear that is, and also I like in the bottom left corner the way it's displaying what Pokemon you have in your party. Sort of
See, this is kind of like a better, like a more fleshed out version. It's more like Arceus, but it's also like the way that you could just throw Pokemon over arm at each other in Scarlet and Violet.
And the way it registers the Pokemon as well once you've caught one. Where was that little
thing
that appeared? So
just goes.
There you go, yeah, just I really like that. Also, it tells you what number Pokemon they are in the dex. That's interesting. So
it's a different dex.
So it will be interesting to see how expansive the dex is then, because in fact, actually, wait a minute, because we've had
Well, the dexes in Scarlet and Violet don't match up number-wise.
Oh no, I know, but so I'm just curious though. Where's the bit where they caught Fletchling, was it?
What's it?
Where is it?
Oh, earlier on.
Yeah. What number did that appear with? That's number 10.
10? Yeah, okay. So it's quite early, that one.
Yeah, number 25. So, yeah, it's just interesting, because it'll be there will be a limited dex, as we're sort of all saying. And I mean,
you're not going to have all 1,000 in there.
Oh, 100%. It would be one thing that will interest me is, will this just entirely be a self-contained game? Or, hey Lex, how you doing?
Lex.
Or will there be room for expansion? Because I know Legends Arceus was like, for want of a better phrase, like a one and done experience.
I don't think Arceus had DLC. It might have done.
It'd be interesting to see if they look to expand this at all. Like what was it? The 2 DLC packs for Scarlet Violet. Might they do one just to add something else in? It would be interesting to see.
I mean, they've only ever done one Legends game before, so there's much less kind of like previous form, if that makes sense. And I mean, they can do, at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want. If they think they're going to make, sorry, it sounds cynical, but if they think people will buy it, they'll do it. You know, it's that's kind of how it works. Oh, look at the baby.
But yeah, 25 Pokemon confirmed is what Lex is saying so far.
Ooh. So what's really interesting is you saw, this is going to sound really nerdy, but there were buildings in that city that had like ivy growing on them. Yeah.
Let's try and find some. Oh, I should have gone further back, sorry. I'll just go back to the beginning of the trailer, and then when we see it, I'll just try and...
Like there, you can see it there.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect freeze frame.
So what's interesting is the fact that there are clearly older buildings there, because you have to... Ivy takes a while to spread over a building like that. But what a lot of like more modern developers are doing nowadays is they're trying to incorporate plants into the building, and it's varied in its success. For example, they tried to do it at my office. It did not work, and they were inside. So basically what happened was we were supposed to have a wall of like plants, of leaves inside, yeah? And what happened was they all died, and even better, what would happen every now and then was just clods of earth would fall from the 5th floor, because it was a giant light well, so all the way down to the ground floor, and just land on the table when you were having the meeting, and it was like, the sky is falling. So the reason I mention that is because I actually also saw that kind of architecture where the grass is built into the building. So it's an interesting that they've got both. They've got like the older buildings with the ivy growing on them, but they've also got newer buildings where they've tried to incorporate plants into the design. You'll have to believe me, I definitely did see it. I think it was around the time that you see that CEO lady. Well, it's an interesting thing as well, especially nowadays when we're talking about things like carbon zero and stuff, and this is absolutely something that you could see happening and has happened in real life. I apologize, I'm probably being a bit of a bore, but I listen to a lot of like tech podcasts, so I'm just like, yeah, I know this is happening. And you've got like rooftop gardens and stuff there, I saw. So I'm just trying to wait. I know I saw it.
Well, when you see it, let me know. Just say pause, and then I'll have my finger ready on the space bar, as it were.
I'm sure it's when they said like that you meet that CEO lady, and I want to have a look and see what's in her bodyguard dude's hair, because they looked like cute little pom poms. I want to see.
Yeah, we're watching.
I love Absol.
Because we're watching the main trailer right now, so then it'll probably be in the deep dive. But they expand that on that.
Yeah, inside her office. Did you see it?
Oh, okay. Let's double back for a sec.
No, I think it will show it again.
Let's have a look.
So it's inside her office, which is exactly like my office was. That's very interesting. It shows it for a flash there on the side. You see?
There you go, on the left.
Triangles. So she's got plants inside her building. That's interesting. What has he got in his hair? I'll figure it out. They show him again.
It looks like a Pokemon, I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's like 2 little bobble things in there. So you got Ivy on the outside. Plants seem to be a very big part of this.
So I suppose one interesting question to throw out there is, this game was first announced last year.
Yes.
In terms of the amount we have now been shown, for want of a better phrase, waiting for a year for an update. The question I will just say is, are we happy with what was shown today? My answer is, actually, yeah, I am very happy with what was shown today. I think there was a lot of detail thrown out there, lots of cool visuals, and it's actually genuinely made me excited to play it. So, job done, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely shown that the game exists, that it functions, and whatever they're doing now until the release date is clearly like just making it perfect. And I'm okay with that. I'm getting annoyed because I'm like, I know. Oh, hang on, here we go. Give me a second. I'm looking now.
Okay.
So that's your pal. No, sorry, just keep it playing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so tall. He's got a knee brace on. I love him.
So Demir Girl says, "Yep, happy enough, but so far the setting isn't doing anything for me. I imagine the fact it's going to be set in a city will be quite polarizing to some people."
Such a desaturated place. Oh God, I forgot to look at its hair.
Oh, hang
yeah.
on.
So
I'll
inside her office, they've got that kind of internal stuff. Now, this might be me just being cynical, but the kind of what is that? Is it like a Torchic? It's adorable. Sir, your hair is adorable. But the kind of people who try and put those like plants in buildings and stuff, it's like, at the risk of sounding cynical, a lot of it is very performative. Like, what do you think you're doing? And that just makes me mistrust people even more. So I'm like, I suspect you, madam. Also, is it implied that she's the one who's kind of leading the city regeneration?
I will. I'll tell you. Why don't we, as a thought here, why don't we watch the sort of the deep dive section of the game, sort of just again with the sound on?
Sure, I'm ready.
Because we've sort of just been going back and forth on it, but
yeah, because I was trying not to talk over it. I love that when it barked, its butt glowed.
I didn't mean it now. I mean in the sense of like, so we've just been like watching it in the background, but let's just hear and see it and whatnot again.
Series.
And then we'll start to bring things to a close as well.
In Lumio City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumios is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share. After you arrive in Lumio City to see the sights, you'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey as you get to know
the other
Lumio
two
City
into the
and its
river.
inhabitants. Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumios, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny. The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumios' redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumios all the richer.
She is a goddamn girl boss, though, I'm not gonna lie.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumios, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive.
So it's number 8 on one of those there, so there's at least 8 of them then.
To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball. If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch.
Oh, you weaken it and then catch. Okay, yeah, this is very much like Arceus, I guess.
Yeah.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully.
I wonder how big the battle areas will be.
They all seem to be kind of fixed size.
Yeah. Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks.
It'd probably be like you try to run away, and it'll be like if you keep running away, you run away or something.
What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution.
Release the baby!
Mega evolution.
The baby.
When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor. As Lumios continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you. Pokemon Legends ZA, coming late 2025.
So you probably noticed as well, there is a big emphasis on green.
Yeah.
In a lot of that, like your NPC, your character wears green, specifically lime green and black, because it's kind of like Zygarde's colors. But like, there's a lot of that just everywhere in the city. Like the tech that was like projecting the walls was all lime green as well.
Leave his lovely face.
I feel every time this guy talks to me, I feel like I'm being sent to attention. I'm not sure if I like it. I do kind of like it though.
But yeah, I'm happy with how that is shaping up. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I would have
game.
liked more like titles or something, but I mean, like, it almost feels like Pokemon Day's a big thing for them, but it's almost like, shit, what have we got? Like, I feel like well, what have we got?
I mean, we technically got 2 new game announcements when you think about it. We've got Champions as well.
Also,
so
it's also International Polar Bear Day today, Jeremy. I don't know if you know
I did not know that. That's really cool.
Thanks, Bing.
I'm glad there was some Abominable Snow representation in this trailer then. Good job.
Where's my Beartic? You know.
There you go.
Anyway, so thanks everyone for joining us. Sorry we jumped straight in, but my Zygarde is on the sofa.
Your Zygarde.
My Zygarde's on the sofa. Can you see?
Oh, well, there we go. But yeah, folks, thank you so much for joining
real
us.
Cute.
Hope you've had fun. And yeah, if you're interested, we'll be back tomorrow night from about 7 p.m. UK time. We may look at what's been updated in Scarlet and Violet, actually, because I know we've still to like finish me doing things in Violet, and that'll happen as and when. But if there's anything sort of new going on, we might tackle that and have a fun old time and such as well. But Claire, noodle petting aside, any other final closing thoughts before we close out for today? And Alabi McCrae, hello, welcome. Unfortunately, we're about to wrap up, but thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We were just talking about Pokemon Day, and now I'm gonna go and have a nap. Yeah, so come join us. I think it's Ava. I think this person's been here before, and we talked about this, the way that they pronounce their name, and we both messed it up.
Yeah, and I apologise again if I did it again. Sorry.
Nice to see you again. But yeah, feel free to catch it on the VOD or whatever. We're just watching through some trailers and getting excited, and I was showing everybody my own personal Zygarde.
Oh, that didn't work.
Look at the baby.
That's why I kept trying to change screen, thinking the camera was set up correctly, and clearly it wasn't. But there we go. There is your noodle, folks. There is the noodle. The noodle.
She's so sleepy. I am totally going to Photoshop her into a Zygarde. Anyway, so that's all from me. And Jeremy, I guess we'll see these fine folks tomorrow.
Indeed, tomorrow evening, as I say, we're back from 7 p.m. UK time. If you want to join us, we'd love to have you there. And like I say, we'll probably end up doing some Pokemon the rate it's going, because I think we're in a good Pokemon mood at the moment. So let's carry on the celebration and we'll have a good old time. So folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. From myself, Jeremy, from Claire, this has been the Pokemon Presents Watch Along. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!